Mykolai Lukashenka turned 18. Not many other children in the world have received as much attention as the youngest son of the last dictator of Europe, Alexander Lukashenka. Meetings with politicians, famous actors, and the Pope himself, as well as warm relations with Vladimir Putin and Viktor Yanukovych. A busy public life did not prevent Mykolai from receiving a gold medal during his graduation ceremony at an elite secondary school that was opened specially for him, and entering a new faculty at the university. How was the world of exclusive privileges created for the son of the self-proclaimed president of Belarus?
Mykolai Lukashenka is probably the most famous child in Belarus. During his young life, he has become acquainted with a considerable number of big names. Thanks to his father, the self-proclaimed president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenka, the boy took part in official events with Pope Francis, Barack and Michelle Obama, Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Gerard Depardieu, and others.
I will prepare the youngest one to be the successor. Maybe the third one will be a president.
Mykolai appeared for the first time in public in 2008 when he was almost 4 years old. He showed up with his father at the Republican Cleanup Day during the construction of the sports and entertainment complex Minsk Arena. State media, whose rhetoric is controlled by the administration of the president, didn't pay attention to Kolya's appearance back then. Neither did they write about his mother. Only recently, a group of anonymous hacker activists has helped journalists to prove that Mykolai's mother is the former personal doctor of Alexander Lukashenka.
Як ми змогли доказати з допомогою кіберпартизанів, міновіта Ірина Бельська з'являється мамою позашлюбного сина Лукашенки Mykolaya.
The journalists of the Belarusian Investigative Center found out that Irina Abelskaya founded an elite private secondary school. The so-called Minsk International School was built by a Russian businessman, Mikhail Khutsariev, close to Lukashenka, who promised to invest $12 million in its construction. The school was in a privileged position as it received tens of thousands of dollars of budget money for its maintenance. This is the school Mykolai Lukashenka graduated from this year, where he was awarded a gold medal. Mykolai is constantly referred to as the successor to the throne, but in the only interview the boy gave to an 11-year-old journalist from Russia, he said that he wouldn't like to become a president as it's a hard life, and he would like to be a doctor or a military man.
Он в школе, в деревенской школе выучил иностранный язык. Он мне переводит.
In an interview to a Ukrainian journalist, Dmitry Gordon, in 2020, Lukashenko Sr. said that after all, he didn't want to make Mykola a successor as the boy was closer to science.
Он способный парень. Химия, биология.
According to independent media, Mykolai has entered the Faculty of Biology of the Belarusian State University. What's more, during the entrance exams at the Faculty of Biology, a separate group of talented applicants was created, which Lukashenka Jr. is supposedly going to join.
Папа, я тебя люблю.
Ты что, он придет ко мне на колено, сядет, и все, это мой ребенок, ты что?
In 2020, when the mass protest took place, Lukashenka Jr. appeared with his father during one of the people's marches with a machine gun and in full gear. Later, he was seen at the KGB pre-trial detention at negotiations with Viktor Babarika and Sergei Tsikhanouski, who were presidential candidates but became political prisoners. In one of the interviews, Alexander Lukashenka talked about the relationship Mykola had with the former Ukrainian president Viktor Yanukovych and Russian President Vladimir Putin. According to him, Yanukovych adores the boy, and Putin invites Kolya to his hockey team to play against his dad. The two other sons of Alexander Lukashenka get very little publicity, but it's known that there is a family tradition of serving in the border special forces. Lukashenka has repeatedly talked about his special attitude to the border troops. The self-proclaimed president says that Mykolai should follow the elders, and supposedly the boy doesn't mind. So far, a new stage has begun in his life, student life. But what will the near future of the alleged crown prince look like when the region is so restless? Time will tell.